Hello everyone, this is Bryant T. Author of Ancient House of Cards and Before Sunrise. I write male-male romance with a slight twist. I thought for my first video blog it'd be fitting to talk about my mother and the influence that she plays on my writing since Mother's Day is coming this Sunday. My mother has always been supportive of me, even when I was still trying to figure out the whole gay issue. I think I might have been in 9th grade, came home, she was watching Phil Donahue. Hate to date myself like that, but yeah, it's true. She was watching Phil Donahue. That whole episode was about gay teens coming out to their parents. And she sat me down and we watched it together. And then after the show, she turned to me and said, "If there's ever anything you want to tell me, know that I will always love you."
So your mom was trying to out you?
Yeah, she's pretty good about fishing for stuff. Even before I knew that that's what she was doing. Yeah.
So she knew, did you know that you were gay?
I think I did know. I just didn't know what that meant as being gay. But I knew that I had an attraction to boys and not girls. But I didn't really know exactly what that meant.
So if you're watching Phil Donahue, like what year would this have been? Because sounds like it's a pretty different time than today.
Very much a different time. You're probably talking 1978, okay. 79?
So, and then your mom must have been pretty progressive for a African-American woman in the 70s who's sitting down with her son.
Yeah, absolutely. My mom was very progressive. Even to this day, even in her 80s, she just keeps getting more progressive. Sometimes I have to kind of look at her as to how I'm going to deal with things because she's normally 2 steps ahead of me still. I think my love for my mom is so deep that she is what kind of is in my heart when I make decisions, and I always think of what would my mom do, and I make those decisions based on how she would act and what she would do, and 100% of the time it's always a good decision.
So it sounds like that obviously she's a great woman, a great influence. It also sounds like you're a bit of a mama's boy.
Hey, I carry the card, mama's boy card. I have one in my wallet. So, and I'm not afraid to say it. I love my mom, and there's nothing greater than to take care of my mom. And that's kind of what I wanted to do this Sunday. I remember asking her, "So Mom, what do you want to do for Mother's Day? Do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to have a nice dinner? What would you like to do?" And she turned to me and says, "Son, you give me so much all the time. I think I just want flowers." So I kind of got off the hook a little bit. So I'll give her flowers and a nice dinner.
Talking about your mom, and she's obviously has a big influence.
Mm-hmm.
How, if at all, does she influence your writing or characters that you write into your books?
It's a good question. I think that most of my characters aren't just made up out of La La Land. They are comprised of bits and pieces of people who are in and out of my life at one time or another. So when you look at the mothers, especially Lucille in Ancient House of Cards, and then you look at Miss O'Hare out of Before Sunrise, they're completely different people, but parts of them come from almost the same people in my life. You look at my mom, and my mom is probably closer to Miss O'Hare, just nothing but supportive, loving, easy to talk to, and I think she's probably closer to my mom than any of my characters in any of my books.
So happy Mother's Day, moms.
Yes, this Sunday, make sure you take care of your mother because she took care of you.